Hey everybody, this is Bart from Exos. I'm trying out a new camera today. I hope that it improves quality. I'll be testing a variety of locations, so I can't do all my videos here. I need a little bit more space, and I'm yearning to be outside. So today I'm going to share with you a simple yoga warm-up, something I do for all of my classes. It moves the spine through all 6 postures, and it works you from the ground up. So I hope that you enjoy and that you try this out. And I hope to teach to you all in person very soon. So I'll start class in child's pose, the first posture of the spine. Now the reason that I choose child's pose to start off with class is because it's very easy on the lower back. It really helps stretch the knees, and the knees and lower back take a lot of abuse during the normal workday. And so I'll start here. I'll relax the head and neck. I'll shake out the ears. And I'll start to work into my breath, and I'll resist the urge to bring my face flat down. That way I'm not putting pressure on my sinus cavity. I want to have my head away from the ground just for a little while, warming up the breath. Depending on where you are on the day, you might have been breathing well all day, or this might be your first call to action on breathing. So let's work on breathing in through the nose. If and when you're able, breathing back out through the nose. Relaxing the teeth and jaw so that we're not clenching. And after we take 5 to 10 breaths, and you can always take longer, you can stay, if you know my class, you can stay here for the entire class, or you can come back here when you need a break. But we'll work up through the hands and knees, building our tabletop posture. Let's curl the toes under our feet, bringing our shoulders over the wrist, stretching apart our fingers. Getting good extension at the elbow. Maybe we shake out the head and tail a few times. And tabletop is the second posture of the spine, moving into the third and fourth cat and cow. We'll take a deep breath in through cow pose. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, dropping the chin, rounding the shoulders. And we'll do 4 more. Inhaling through cow. Exhaling through cat. And we'll shake it out. Working into puppy pose, getting into a lateral bend, side bend. Working into that 5th posture of the spine. Inhale, looking over the right shoulder. Exhale, walking over to the left. Inhale, looking over the left shoulder. Chasing your tail up. Tail's not there. Let's check out one more time on the other side, see if we can find it. Nope, not today. Breathing in, one more walk left. Back through center. So working into kneeling spinal twist, commonly referred to as thread the needle. I'll walk my hands out from 90 degrees, shoulder over wrist, to a slightly more acute angle, maybe 60 degrees, where my wrist is out in front of my shoulder, so I form this nice right angle, so I have a loop to thread through. I'll inhale my right arm, and I'll exhale, thread the needle. Sometimes I'll stack left hand, get a little pop there, thread that a little further. I set the side of my head down, just behind my right ear, and I turn to look up over my right shoulder. Now in my classes, I typically allow 5 breaths here, or I allot for time for 5 breaths. You in your practice can take 10, 15. 5 is just a very good base number. You never want to rush into a twist and rush out of a twist. Always be gentle and always be mindful in some of these more compromising movements. So as we slowly unthread, setting up for the other side, I'll take that right arm forward and I'll form my needle loop. I'll inhale that left arm out to the side, and I'll exhale. Pop, 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 thread the needle, setting up my right elbow over the wrist. So that 90-degree angle never shifts. We always stack the joints. We always plan to move the body well, not just because. Take a couple more breaths here. and then I'll unthread. Working on one of my favorite postures. I have space constraints here. In our yoga rooms we don't have space constraints, and so I'll work with what I have, and if I kick things over, don't make fun of me. Working down to my left ear, lifting my feet up, shaking my feet out like windshield wipers a few times on either side. One of my favorite poses. It's not even really a true pose. I took this from a physical therapy clinic I went to many years ago. We'll slowly switch ears. You might find some sort of warm-ups like this in sport-specific styles of training, CrossFit. And then I'll face down, look down, forearm, forearm, knee, knee. I'll push back narrow. I'll reach down away from my ears, finding narrow knee child's pose. I warmed up in wide knee child's pose, excuse me. And then I'll roll into rabbit's pose. And I'll hammer out my lower back. Fabulous. I'll find my eyes, and then I'll build my plank. Bringing my shoulders over the wrists. Oh, I'll stretch my feet back. Bringing my feet together in a perfect plank, shoulders over the wrists. Now in downward facing dog, we'll have the feet slightly spaced apart, but the perfect plank comes from feet together. We don't want to take up too much space. Now after we've had a time to feel the tremblings and rumblings in the shoulders, we'll push back, find our perfect downward facing dog, separating our feet a few inches, walking our feet in place, so pedaling out our heels, taking 5 or 6 breaths to just walk, walk, walk. We'll start to get strong in the shoulder, really activating good elbow extension here. We'll take a deep breath in, lift up to our tiptoes, and we'll exhale, send our heels as close to the floor as possible. Now here's my fun little test for you, tiptoeing forward, tiptoeing towards the front edge of your mat, walking in between your hands, seeing what you're working with today. Now we'll separate our feet 1 fist distance apart. We'll unlock our knees. We'll drop our chin to our chest to our thighs, taking left hand, right elbow, right hand, left elbow. Finding ragdoll. And then rocking and rolling for a few breaths. So coming back to your breath. Relaxing the arms, dropping the hips, lifting the chest, pulling the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center.